Hello and welcome. Come on in, make yourself nice and comfortable. Welcome. This is my first broadcast live via OBS to YouTube, so keeping my fingers crossed and all that good stuff to make sure that we work seamlessly, effortlessly, wonderful. I said my affirmations today, technology is my friend, a couple times, so thank you so much for being here. Thank you for the opportunity to share. I'm excited to have an opportunity to be with you today. So just come on in, make yourselves nice and comfortable, sit back, relax, and get prepared to go on a little journey. So excellent. So I'm going to start off with a story. This is such a critical point in my journey, and so important. So I'm a recovered CEO. I was in the technology world for some of you already know this probably for 19 years, and I had been involved in a group coaching group. It was called Entrepreneurial Edge from Vision to Profit. Powerful, hosted by Patricia McDade. This woman was amazing. She was on fire, redhead, and on fire, all kinds of different ways. And when you got on stage, she would coach you in front of a group of people. There'd be 250 people in the room. And you wanted to be prepared, man. So it was my turn to go on stage. I'm going on stage and I'm prepared. I'm ready to talk about profit and loss and sales strategies and all this good stuff. And I get up on stage and the first question out of her mouth is, "What are you doing with your music?" And I'm like, oh. There was only one answer I could give: nothing. And see, how she knew about the music was I'd been in her program for a year. I sent her a thank you card. And why just send a thank you card when you can send a thank you card with a CD with some music on it? So she proceeds to just get in my face and she goes, "Let me tell you something, Mr. Romero. There are those that can play, and then there are those that can play with their heart, passion, and soul. You have that gift and ability, and you're ripping off the world for not sharing it." And so at this point, I'm feeling like a foot tall up on stage, because you want to look good in front of your peers, right? You want to be on top of the game. And then she just says to me, you need to come back with a CD for sale the next meeting, or don't come back at all. You can go sit down now. And that was the end of that. I literally dragged myself back to the seat. But it's amazing how life works and will push us in different directions. I got a calling that day. I came back with that CD for sale. It ended up being my very first CD. This is like a pre-run, like a demo CD, I guess you could say. But it ended up becoming Sueños Infinitos, which was a CD that the scientists discovered the healing frequencies in my music. So it's amazing how things unfold in our experience. So over the last 20 years, 15 years now, I guess, I've been using music and energy healing as a way to help people to heal their life, expand their awareness, and fulfill their purpose. And that's what I wanted to talk to today. And I want to ask the question to you is, are you expressing your music? Are you expressing your gift into the world? And if not, I want you to think about how maybe you're ripping off the world by not shining your light, by not bringing your authentic self forward, your expression. So no pressure, right? But I figured, why should I be the only one who gets pressured? I'm going to share some pressure today because sometimes we need to be pressured. And this isn't necessarily for the person who, knows their purpose and hasn't taken any action. It's also for the person that is in process of fulfilling their purpose, but yet maybe not playing the game to the level of which they know they are capable of. And I want to give you a calling to expand into something more, to move beyond the limiting thoughts, the stories of not good enough, who am I to do this, all that stuff needs to go so that we can step into bringing our light, our music, our passions, our purpose, our callings forward into the world and make a positive difference in the world, because that, in my mind, is what's going to make the change on the planet today, because it certainly isn't all the crazy people who are in charge this time at this time. No, it's going to be you, me, all of us being true to that light that's within us. And by shining and reflecting that, we transform our experience, but we also lift others around us. And if anything humanity needs right now is to be lifted up. And that's what we're in the process of doing. And that's what we're in the call, and that's what we're getting pushed to do. All this stuff that's been happening over the last 2 years, there's been tremendous change in work situations, all that stuff, gentle nudgings or not so gentle nudgings from the universe to step into your next greater and grander expression and to bring that light, that music, that passion, that calling, that very special purpose of yours and express it into the world. So today, I want to share this quote because I think it's a beautiful quote. And then we're going to be doing some little music and energy healing work to support you no matter where you are in that journey. There is no right place. There is no wrong place. You are where you are in this moment. And that is perfect. The question is, what are you going to decide to do from here, expanding as you move forward on your experience, on your journey through this life experience that we're all in the process of dealing with and navigating through in our own different ways. So here's the quote. You may have heard it. It's popular, but I think it really nails it. It says the two most important days in your life are the day you're born and the day you discover the reason why. That's from Mark Twain. But that's a powerful quote. You came here for a reason. When you were born, and breath was breathed into your lungs that first time, there was also a purpose that was etched upon your heart and upon your soul. Yours and yours alone, a song I like to call it. And that is what you need to discover within yourself and awaken to that power and awaken to that beauty of that gift and the power of it and how it is that you can bring it forward and make a difference in your own life, in your family's life, but also in the world that we live in today. So a little encouragement to support you in bringing your light because the world wants it right now. The world is just like going, please share your light because that's what's going to lift up all of us to a new level of possibility, a new level of expansion, awareness, spirituality, growth, and love. So with that being said, let's do a little musical process work. And I want to ask you a question. Because whenever I do musical mantra work, I always ask this question, what's your intention? What would you love to create? And I'm going to ask you a specific question. Are you willing to set the intention to open up to expressing your passion and your purpose? Or if you're already doing that, are you willing to set the intention to amplify your passion and your purpose, to touch more lives with it, to maybe perhaps move past some of that stuff that gets in the way when we step into be, fulfilling our purpose. And there is plenty of that shows up, speaking from lots of experience. But set that intention for yourself. And the beauty of this process is you get to breathe. So we're going to go through this little process. We're going to open up some energy. We're going to tune you into that. If you set the intention, I'm going to assume everybody did, then we're good to go. And we'll see you up on the other side of this piece. So I'll kind of guide you along the way. And I just want you to really focus on your breath and literally imagine breathing in the notes. And we'll meet up after this. So just take some nice deep breaths. Breathing deeply. It's time to open. Take another deep inhale. Just watching the breath rise and fall. Take another inhale. Within you is this beautiful music that is yours and yours alone to express into this world. And you are being called to move past the fears and the stories that somehow that what you have to bring forward is not good enough or not worthy or nobody will be interested. All of those are works of fiction. Take a deep inhale. Nothing could be further from the truth. You're made of the same energy. That set this universe in motion. Take another deep breath. Who you are matters. And you're a piece of this beautiful puzzle of transformation and of change. And I invite you to just gently shift over to open mouth inhales and exhales. Being in gratitude for the gifts, for the talents that you've been blessed with. Take another inhale. Bring your attention to your heart space. Just take a couple deep breaths. Breathe in that tone. Just gently bring yourself back. Bring a little movement to your hands, to your feet. Take a couple deep breaths. If you have some water, drink some water. I highly suggest you drinking water after watching this. And bring yourself back to this time, back to this space. So awesome. So yes, there's a calling that's going out. And the calling is for all of us, for you, for me, everybody, to set down the limiting belief systems that have prevented us from showing up with all of our grandeur, all of our magnificence, all of our beauty, and to rise above the vibrational barriers that are filling the space that we live in and connecting in to our divine frequency so that we can begin to start shining at a higher level, expressing at a higher level. That's what we came here to play life at this particular point in time for.